Hello everyone. A. I want to begin with a story from the 1940s. A Dutch scientist named Nico Tinbergen was studying seagulls, not for fun, but for science. He noticed something peculiar. When a baby gull wants food, it instinctively pecks at a red dot on its mother's beak. So he thought, what if I just offer a cardboard beak with a red dot? The chicks went for it. Then he made it even bigger, with 3 red dots. The result? The chicks went absolutely crazy for it. They preferred the fake beak over their actual mothers. Why? Because he had discovered what scientists now call a supernormal stimulus, a version of reality so exaggerated it overrides natural instincts. These little gulls didn't know what hit them. But before we laugh at the birds, let's take a moment to look in the mirror. Because in our modern world, we fall for supernormal stimuli every single day. French fries, think about it. We crave junk food, not because we need it, but because it's engineered to be irresistible. Crunchy chips, gooey cheese, creamy centers, perfect fizz. It lights up our brains like a pinball machine. We binge on social media, not because it nurtures deep connection, but because it's a machine designed to give you tiny hits of approval, likes, comments, notifications, just enough to keep you scrolling. We indulge in shopping, gaming, streaming, because each one offers a turbocharged version of what we evolved to enjoy. Pleasure, connection, novelty, and status. We are not weak. We are not lazy. We are simply responding to a modern world designed to hijack our ancient brains. Electric light bulbs. So, what does this have to do with habits? It's simple. The more attractive something is, the more likely it is to become a habit. This is the second law of behavior change. Make it attractive. Behind every habit you've built, good or bad, is a little molecule called dopamine. Dopamine doesn't just make you feel pleasure. It fuels anticipation. You don't get a dopamine spike when you win the lottery. You get it before you buy the ticket. You don't crave chocolate after eating it. You crave it when you see it in the store. Your brain learns to anticipate the reward. That anticipation is what drives you to take action. This, my friends, is the dopamine-driven feedback loop, and it is the engine behind every habit. So how do we use this to our advantage? How do we make good habits irresistible? Let me introduce you to a concept that changed my life: temptation bundling. Here's how it works. You take something you need to do, like exercising, studying, or writing emails, and you pair it with something you want to do, like watching Netflix, sipping coffee, or scrolling through Instagram. Let me tell you about Ronan Byrne, a student from Dublin. He wanted to exercise more but loved Netflix. So he built a stationary bike that only played Netflix if he was pedaling at a certain speed. If he stopped, the show stopped. Now that's what I call smart temptation. Companies use this all the time. ABC launched their Thursday night drama lineup with wine and popcorn. It wasn't just television. It became a ritual. Viewers began to associate relaxation and indulgence with Thursday nights and Shonda Rhimes dramas. This is called Primack's principle. More probable behaviors will reinforce less probable ones. In plain English, if you really want to do something, use it as a reward for something you don't want to do. Here's a formula you can apply today. 1. After current habit, I will, habit I need. 2. After habit I need, I will, habit I want. Let's say you want to check Instagram, but you need to read more books. So, 1. After I make my morning tea, I will read 10 pages. 2. After I read 10 pages, I will check Instagram. Simple, effective, repeatable. Directed. This works because of one powerful truth. It is the anticipation, not the reward, that drives us. That's why Christmas morning feels magical before you open the gifts. That's why planning a vacation feels better than being on it. The key to behavior change is not force or willpower. It's design. Design your habits to be attractive. Create systems that make you crave the right things. Collision symbol. Imagine this. You don't dread the gym because it means you get to listen to your favorite podcast. You don't resist writing because it means you get to eat that dark chocolate after. You don't avoid cleaning your inbox because it comes with a lat and lo-fi beats. These are not hacks. These are habit architectures. You are building a system in which the things you need to do are linked with the things you love to do. Repeat button. Let's recap. Times the second law of behavior changes. Make it attractive. Times habits run on dopamine, which spikes when we anticipate rewards. Times you can rewire your habits using temptation bundling. Pair a need with a want. Times use this simple formula. After current habit, I will, habit I need, then habit I want, dot. Rocket final thought. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. So don't just set goals. Design your environment. Engineer your habits. And make the right choices irresistible. Thank you.